Let's start off by saying the disclaimer. This is an adult game. Despite the store saying otherwise, Cappy said so herself. Let's hop straight into it. Miside, for all intended purposes, is a girlfriend simulator. But it's not. Unless you're into clones where each clone has a different personality, including this one, and yes, even this one. Did I mention that there was also Chibi Meide? We have Meides from all different kinds of cultures. Let me speed run them. Crazy Meide, Kind Meide, Cap-wearing Meide, Tiny Meide, Chibi Meide, Short-haired Meide, Sleepy Meide, 2D Meide, Creepy Meide, Core Meide, and many more that did not make the list. Now this NPC here, she is different. Her name is Mila. Today we are diving into Miside the game. I saved myself there. Whew. Anyways, to answer your question that I am so rightfully trained to do, no, Miside is not a dating app or a crazy adult game. You know the games I'm talking about. We are talking about a game that's, well, let's just say it's different. Miside is an indie game that kind of popped off, or one could say snuck its way onto the scene. It's got quirky mechanics, a little bit of chaos, and a whole lot of confusion that makes you wonder if there are any shortcuts. The game makes you think, but not like in first-person shooters. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Apex Legends. Got me thinking about my Legends future. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Let's talk graphics. As someone who enjoys high graphics and good gameplay, I was not disappointed. I'm rocking a 4K 240Hz setup, and let me tell you, I had no complaints. The game was smooth, with little to no frame hitches. Take a look at this character's model here. No, not that one, this one. It's not perfect, but it has heart, and it makes me wonder whether it's scared or happy, but either way, I'm in for the ride. The music was good, acceptable, and offered nostalgia-like properties. And with that, I will now talk about the gameplay mechanics. So, Miside's gameplay revolves around short character-specific events, running for your life, and puzzle events. The puzzle mechanics are hand-holdy at times, which is nice, so they're not at all difficult. I think this was done to make it easier for the player to focus more on the story's progression. I, for one, actually did enjoy the story. I'm allowed to say that, right? What? I can't say that? It's like a visual novel gameplay. No, I can't say that? The fans will get mad? Whatever. Let's talk story. The story starts you off as player who has a family but decides to be in his room. You, the player, seem to be a computer science student who has taken an addiction towards a mobile game called Miside. After a month goes by of you playing it every day for a whopping 37 days, let's give the player an audience, yeah? He deserves it. 37 days, non-stop, every day? That's just wonderful. He deserves it. He now gets closer to achieving his dreams of success. Maybe. I don't know. The NPC from the mobile game one day gains what I believe to be sentience and sort of kidnaps you. She sucks you into the game.
Yeah, boy.
This is bad, illegal. However, the player seems to enjoy it for the few moments with Meide. I found some cartridges in the bathroom vent, but I thought nothing of it. Maybe some family heirlooms worth a fortune. Eventually, you get poisoned in her world, but she don't mind. You kind of just start playing cards with her, and let me tell you, I lost my first time going through it because I did not understand the mechanics. Seems the game wants you to lose or tie, but don't fact check me on that. Eventually, you hear noises coming from her wardrobe, and you want to investigate. You are given two choices, one being to investigate, and the other being to leave it alone. I'm going to be honest here. Even if the option to leave it alone was available, which is not, since it's locked behind the post-game, I still would have investigated because I was tired of losing to her and wanting something else to do besides getting whooped at the game of cards. Once that wardrobe opens, that is when the game really starts. Your Meide now starts, in the plain sense, starts tweaking, but you soon find out that she was hiding something. Wow, what a surprise. Anyway, the lights go out and she ends your life. Game over. Did you like that? We would not be here if the game ended so soon. So here's what actually happens. So get your popcorn or chips or whatever the crave is in modern society. Are you ready? Okay. She does turn off the light, but instead of ending you, she just kind of disappears. After exploring the house in the dark, you find the flashlight, see some fingers get crushed, a few jump scares here and there. You eventually find your way to the basement where you find another Meide. This Meide is different, however. She's actually in a cage and with long hair. Stay with me now. In all seriousness though, she is kind Meide. And you find out that your Meide, the original, is in fact crazy Meide. At this point, if you have not decided that she is crazy, then you're a lost cause. What? I can't say that? I mean that it's okay if you do not know. Anyways, kind Meide gives you a futuristic ring that will supposedly help you find your way out of the game. After getting the ring, you leave the basement, hopefully with no trauma, and the doors open to a labyrinth-like exploration level. It's like the White Room, you know, the stuff they use for psychological experiments. But eventually the walls get pink hues.
What?
And you find another player. This player might as well be crazy, because with all those injuries, they still decide to stay. Around this section, I noticed that the other player had a neck brace, which seemed to look like a identifier, so I thought they were a game slave. It's weird to think that. Let that sink in. A game slave. Reminds me of me in my youth. Me, the better player, with no neck brace of course, and free, decided to keep the momentum to get out of this game. I meet some more Meides along the way, I free some, the whole shebang. I even found some arcade machines while running for my life. It's awesome. Won some games, and I eventually run into this Meide. Her name is Cappy, the cap-wearing Meide. The ray of sunshine, the girl I was looking for my whole life. The sole reason I even downloaded the game in the first place. Meet Cappy, the cool girl. I played some games, enjoyed my time here, while kind Meide was finding the best way out. They then decided I should find the core and fast forward, erase crazy Meide's memories. Despite me having all these helpful companions, they still decided I should do it alone. I guess it makes sense, leaving me alone to suffer from crazy Meide's chases and murder attempts. Well, I guess it's a bit unfair to think that since some of them did die because of me, or was it because of crazy Meide? You'll have to play the game to find out. But eventually, I find the core with this giantess Meide spectating my every move. After some frustration, I eventually get to delete crazy Meide's memories, or so I thought. I was missing her specific ID number. You know, like her identification. So she finds me, and I kind of just spawn back in my real world. I stand up, look around, and then proceed to some easy computer science work paired with some instant noodles like nothing happened, almost as if it was all a bad dream. After some good old relaxation and thinking it was a dream, crazy Meide just helps herself into my real world apartment and kidnaps me once again, illegally. That crazy Meide just won't leave me alone. Unfortunately, I wake up in the basement jail inside the game. I then get freed by kind Meide, who then tells me that crazy Meide is busy with another player. Well, there goes my importance. I go upstairs and then hear some knocks on the bathroom door. Me thinking that kind Meide is locked in the bathroom, I go up to check up on her. Oh, it was the worst decision of my life. I found kind Meide alright, but like a piece of her. I'll save you the gruesome details. Crazy Meide was in the bathroom with her. Freaky, I know. I escape and find myself back in the core room now with the knowledge of crazy Meide's specific identification code. I do some computer things, yip yap, and I'm back with crazy Meide, except this time she is not crazy. So I'm assuming the plan worked. However, it was a foil. The moment I tried to leave, it turns out that crazy Meide still had her memories and was just role-playing a non-crazy Meide. She admits it herself. She starts scratching her face and becomes somehow an even crazier Meide. I somehow leave, with her consent of course, and I'm back in the house with a bigger brain. I delete the app, scene closes, and somehow I'm dead. That's the game. I'm in a cartridge, the same cartridges I found in her bathroom. That's foreshadowing. It's beautiful. That was a wild ride. I enjoyed the game for what it was. In my most humble opinion, it is more horror game than chat simulator, but I seem to be wrong if you ask the boys. Since this is my first review of a game, let me know what you guys thought. Any criticism will be heard. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a follow if you want to see me grow my YouTube channel. I enjoyed making this video and I hope that more will come soon. If any of you guys already played Miside, let me know in the comments what was your most wildest experience. I need to know that I'm not alone in this.
That's crazy.
That's about it. See you next time.